Sam O'Reilly slides that down to Reed in deep, plays it back to Parekh, walking in. Zayne Parekh with a shot that deflects wide. Baudouin back on it. Oh, Baudouin drops it back to Reed for Parekh, moves it and shoots, scores! Zayne Parekh ties the game with 2:58 to go in the second. What a snipe!
And that's how you score 30 goals in a junior season, with a shot like that. Zayne Parekh, who's wandering all over the offensive zone, Cameron Reed as well, takes this bouncing puck. Reed sort of mishandles it back to him. Drag, pull, boom. And it's Galvis who is in front of Orszalak, but it's the speed of the release and the quality of contact. That is tidy over the glove of Orszalak. Zayne Parekh, one of the best offensive defensemen in the CHL of the last 30 years. Ties it up for Canada.
Back-to-back 30-goal years in the OHL as a defenseman. Only two players have ever done it, Parekh and Bobby Orr. Reshny. Now Curran had lost his stick. McKenna plays it back across, knocked down by Parekh. In comes Parekh with a shot, scores! Zayne Parekh again, a power play goal, and Canada's got the lead.
This is what makes Zayne Parekh special. We saw it in the tying goal, and we're gonna see it in the go-ahead goal. The creativity to wander in the offensive zone, whether it's 5-on-5 or in this case on the power play. He just picks up this loose puck, slides, takes his time, and then quick pull and release. Martin in front of the net, huge on the screen. But it's so fast to get into a shooting position, then off his stick with the flick of a wrist. He's barely flexing his stick. It's all blade and wrist. And right to the top corner. And then as the second time his family's gotten up to celebrate a Parekh goal. And that makes it 4-3 Canada. The power play comes through.
To Parekh. Cross, Page. To Parekh. Page. Trying to slap pass it back. Here's McKenna. Looks back across. They score! Michael Hage, overtime winner, and Canada takes it 2-1.
Tristan Patterson struggling.
Take it off the ice. Desnoyers brings it in. Drops it the high slot. In comes Parekh, scores! Zayne Parekh fires it in with Tristan Patterson still in the neutral zone, unable to get off the ice.
That wrist shot of Zayne Parekh, and Canada takes advantage of Patterson struggling to get up. It's a 5-on-4. All five guys attack. Drive them deep. Baudouin, and Zayne Parekh gets to walk right down the slot. Head up the whole way. There you see a little more kick on his stick. Not the flick, but a full release for Zayne Parekh, who is now scoring goals in multiple games.
Yeah, scored 2 against the Czechs. He led Canada with 22.5 minutes played in that game. Martone to Parekh. Back across to Martone. Feeds that down to Misa. Right down Main Street. Parekh feeds it across. They score! Porter Martone, power play goal. And it's 4-1 Canada. TJ Ginla with his dad in the house. You've seen Jerome on the pregame show with James Duffy. Intense as always, as Porter Martone flips it back across. Parekh in, shoot, scores! Zayne Parekh opens the scoring 1 minute and 13 seconds in. That shot is lethal.
He's always going to jump every time he can. Great play by TJ Ginla to get it to Martone. Parekh always looking to join the rush, and when he gets it, the 1-foot wrister, flick and go. He goes short side. We've seen him go far side so many times. Blocker side high. That one goes mid-net, short side, busts up our net cam. And on the first shot of the game, just over a minute in, Canada, Zayne Parekh, their goal-scoring leader.
Canada 5 for 10 on the power play of the tournament. 5 different goal scorers. Parekh works back in, feeds it back across to McKenna. And McKenna drops it down to Reshny. Back for Parekh to Hage. Hage centers it, Rippin, makes the save, rebound, score! Brady Parekh snaps that pass ahead. Higgins in alone. Scores! Just like that, Canada's back on top 4-3. What a pass.
That was 120 feet zipper from Zayne Parekh to TJ Ginla, who was stepping off the bench, gets lost behind the coverage. Want to make sure everyone was inside the gate when Ginla crossed over, no feet on the ice. Oh, there was almost a great release, glove side. That's a full wrist shot. You got to track that down, settle it down, and it's just so fast. No mistake for TG. Draws the penalty, steps out, in alone.
Up for Misa, that bounced away, and now Misa back with it. In comes Misa with a Ginla. And Martone played back at the point for Parekh. In the corner for Misa. He walks out, shoots, scores! Michael Misa fires it home, and it's 3-0. In comes Parekh. Parekh sends it back in there. O'Reilly turned away, the rebound to Baudouin, scores. Drops it back to Hage for Parekh. Parekh takes the return pass and fires, scores! Zayne Parekh sneaks it through, and Canada's tied the game at 2.
Canada finding the seams. Orszalak was flying all over the place. He caught an edge, he flew out of the net, and I don't wonder if this Parekh shot doesn't catch a piece of somebody in front. He says, enough of this, I'm gonna shoot this. And it hits the pants of Reshny. It hits the pants of Reshny and stops. Slows down, and Orszalak, who's sprawling, trying to get a glove on it.
Hage chips it back to Parekh. Walks right into the fire, scores! Zayne Parekh with another. And Parekh has now tied the Canadian record for points by a D-man.
We have been dazzled by his ability to shoot the puck. Yeah, another really good power play. You can see why they're 50% and above that. Just moving it around, getting the D on their heels, and then Parekh. So they attack this seam, head up the whole way, couple lateral shifts, and boy, oh boy, right off the bar and in. And Parents have been doing a lot of that in this tournament.
Now stepping up is Parekh, knocks that free for Ginla. TJ Ginla drops it back, Martone scores! And Porter Martone has his 6th of the tournament. And Zayne Parekh has the Canadian point record for D-men in one tournament all to himself.
Yeah, good shift. Zone time, puck support, and Parekh seals off the wall. And TJ Ginla puts it right in the wheelhouse for Porter Martone. Just a little pop pass underneath the stick of Väisänen.